So what you're going to write for claim is what you believe and what else? Who else do you want to believe what you believe? Who else do you want to believe what you believe, Nick?
Evidence.
Who else do you want to believe what you believe?
People.
Yeah, your audience. Okay? So what you believe and what you want. Your audience. And who's our audience for this essay, Eliza? Me. Who else? Owen. The student. Yes, the student body. Okay, the staff. So Coolidge Middle School. Okay. So, on the right-hand side of this chart, it says, example using New England Patriots. We're going to just make believe, just so that you can have an example of what a claim is, that we are trying to prove that the Patriots are a great mascot for this football team. Okay? So instead of picking something for Coolidge, we're going to practice with the Patriots. Okay? So, what I would like you to do in your small groups, I'm going to give you a few minutes, and I want you to write a statement claiming what you're trying to say and what you want your audience to believe for the New England Patriots. So my question is, are the New England Patriots a good mascot for this football team? And we're trying to prove that it is. So you're going to write what you would write for your claim. Does that make sense? All right, talk about it in your small groups for 2 minutes. Okay. So what are you saying in your claim? What do we believe and what do we want our audience to believe? What do we believe and what do we want our audience to believe? Now, we're not incorporating support or anything like that. All we're saying in our claim, all that the claim is what exactly we're trying to prove in our essay. Abby.
The Patriots are a great mascot for the New England football team.
Okay, that's all you need to say for your claim. Okay, hold on, let me just finish erasing here. The Patriots are an excellent mascot for a New England football team. For your claim. The Patriots are an excellent mascot for a New England football team. Is that what I'm trying to prove? Is that what I believe? Yes or no? Okay, is that what I want my audience to believe? Hello, is anybody alive out there? Have you all had your coffee? No. Okay, yes, this is what I believe. This is what I'm trying to get my audience to believe. The next piece in the puzzle is evidence. Evidence. What do you think the evidence piece of persuasion is? What do you think the evidence piece of persuasion is? Gianna? Excellent. Okay. Data and facts that support your claim. So just like in an expository essay, like we did last time with the white circle, we need evidence to support what we're trying to say, right? We also need that in a persuasive piece. We're trying to persuade the audience to believe what we believe. So, in your small groups, talk about our New England Patriot, okay? What is going to support the fact that you are claiming that the New England Patriots are a great mascot for this football team? Go ahead. All right, who can help me now, guys, with the New England Patriots? What supports our claim that this is a good mascot for our football team? What supports our claim? What evidence do we have? Michaela.
It shows that our history and then
Okay, we can talk about our state's history. Okay, and who can help me explain that a little bit better? Our state's history, especially in regards to, Nick? The Revolutionary War. Okay, and it's something we take pride in, right? What else? What other evidence do we have? What other evidence do we have, Kevin?
The Patriots are a symbol of persistence and strength.
Good. A symbol of persistence and strength. What else? Santi. They represent that they won the war, right? A symbol of victory. Anything else? Yeah.
They represent freedom.
They represent freedom. Yep. Julia?
they show the team's core values.
Excellent. They show the team's core values. So this, okay, go ahead, Eliza.
Yeah, we just have that the team has never changed their mascot for all the years that they've been teams, so therefore they must have liked it.
Okay, so that would be something if you were writing an essay that you would certainly want to mention. Yep. Yep. Nick?
To show our American pride.
Okay, our pride in America. So these would all be things that you would choose from for your body paragraphs, right? To support your claim, which will be stated in your introduction, that the Patriots are a good mascot for this football team. Okay? What about the third part? Competing claim and rebuttal. This is maybe the trickiest one. This one we have to really think outside the box. And there are two pieces to the competing claim and rebuttal. Does anybody know what a concession is? A concession? Usually the presidential candidate that loses will make a concession speech. I'm going down. Who can help me? Sorry, Nick. Katie?
Maybe like an acceptance of defeat.
Okay, an acceptance of defeat. So how could we turn that into what we would need to include in our essay? A concession. It's going to be an acknowledgement of some sort. Katie?
That maybe there are other great teams out there, like team mascots.
Okay, maybe that there are other team mascots. Let's see if we can make it a little more specific to our topic. This is tricky. Takes some extra thinking. Maddie?
Maybe some reasons why our team mascot isn't like perfect representation.
Okay, so we need to recognize that there could be a possible argument against our choice. And we need to think about what people might say to argue against the fact that the Patriot is a good mascot. Okay, so a concession would be possible arguments against what we believe. And we have to acknowledge those arguments. Okay? How about the other part, the refutation? So in the concession, we're acknowledging the possible arguments against our claim. What would be the refutation piece of the rebuttal? What do you think? We're still trying to persuade our audience to believe what we believe. So we have to acknowledge the other opinions, and then what do we have to do with those other opinions? What do you think? If you're trying to persuade people to believe what you believe, you acknowledge the other opinions, and then there's a second piece, Owen.
Say your own opinions and why you don't like those opinions.
And not even necessarily why you don't like them. You're on the right track. Let's build on a little, Eliza.
Oh, well, I was going to say you could, like you said, acknowledge their opinions, but then show how yours, like, will them.
Okay, so you have to kind of diminish or discredit the alternate claims. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? Discredit the alternate claims. So we have to kind of provide evidence or facts or opinions that discredit any argument against what we believe. Okay, this is a tricky part. So let's write that for refutation. So in our refutation, okay, spelled it wrong. We have to diminish the argument against our claim by explaining why the argument is ineffective. So in other words, you need to decide what the concession would be. Think about what arguments might people have against my claim. What might be some opposite opinions? And then we have to decide how we are going to combat those opposite opinions. Does that make sense? So talk about it with the New England Patriots. What problems might people have with the Patriots being this team's mascot? Okay? And how are you going to argue against those problems? Go ahead. Eight. What might be some concessions? What are some possible arguments against our claim? Why might some people believe the Patriots are not a good mascot for this New England football team? What possible concessions could you have? Michaela.
Some people might think that Patriots were in other states.
Okay, so some people might say, well, New England wasn't the only state or wasn't the only region with Patriots. Now, how would you refute that? What would be your refutation? How would you refute that statement, Michaela? What did your group think of?
It started in New England.
Yeah, it started in New England. Okay. How about another concession? What would be another concession, Kevin?
Some people might think that the Patriots were just rebels, and rebels aren't a good way to symbolize a football team.
Yeah, Patriots were rebels. Excellent. So how would you refute that, Kevin?
We didn't get there yet.
Oh, okay. Does anybody have an idea? How might you refute by saying, well, some people might be like, oh, the Patriots were just rebels. They were lawbreakers. We wouldn't want that to be a symbol of our team. How would you refute that, Maddie?
Well, they changed the country. They changed the world in a way.
Yeah, they changed the world, and did they change it for the better?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about another concession? Oh, and you need to be listening. How about another concession, Eileen?
How people might think that they're taking the title away from people that actually have.
Yeah, so maybe diminishing our appreciation of the soldiers. So, do you think that New York Jets fans, when they hear Patriots, are they excited? Are they angry? Probably angry, right? Because they probably don't like the New England Patriots. So maybe diminishing the value of the Patriots to our country. How would you refute that? How might you refute that, Ryder?
They got everyone in America freedom from England.
Okay, so think about, yes, they did get everyone in America freedom. That's excellent. But how might you refute the claim that it would diminish the value of the Patriots, Katie?
Well, you could say that
the Patriots, like the real Patriots, might get lost in the crowd because there's a good chance nobody will know about them. But then if somebody says, oh, the New England Patriots, someone else might say, oh, let me look at that up. Let's see where the name comes from. So it also opens the door for looking into and remembering, right? The Revolution. So it reminds us every day when we hear that on ESPN, right? That we were the part of something very big and very important. That makes sense, guys? Those three pieces of argument. So now you have to start thinking in a way of your own mascot, okay? How are you going to prove that your mascot is the best one? What alternate claims might come up? Okay, so I'm going to give you the last 5 minutes to take a look at the back.